What's up, y'all? AJ Simmons here, back with another great interview for you guys. All right, today's guest came here about a year ago. He was only 22 years old, got his cleaning business started, and he was killing it. So we were like, you know what? Maybe we should do a follow-up about a year later or so and see where he at today. So please welcome back Mr. Brandon Lee. What's up, Brandon?
Thank you. What's going on, AJ? Thank you for allowing me to stop by again, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. I appreciate you even wanting to do it again. So, last time we spoke, I think you had about $7,000 a month. And we always start these podcasts off with the revenue now. At least we just started doing that not too long ago anyway. So if you don't mind sharing, do you mind sharing where you are today in revenue?
Headed to the top, there ain't none of y'all stopping me. Used to say I never get a ring, Charles Barkley. Now I got a wife, got kids, own property. Bubble-eyed beans that look like that be watching me. Okay, I lied about the beans, but that was hard though. I'm still in that black act, but she starred though. Cause that's all it takes. I'm flashing for. I'm on my grind, not no more fashion show.
Today we consistent where we around the $20,000 a month. That's where we at right now, around 20K a month. We're just trying to keep on scaling and elevating, but that's where we're around right now.
That's crazy, bro. Congrats on that, man. So you talk about 1 year at 22 years old, start this cleaning business. 1 year later, this man doing about $20,000 a month. So if you don't we'll jump into it and dive deep later, but just real quick, somebody might say, how in the world you go from $7,000 to $20,000? And because I think I actually checked the video, it was like 11 months ago I talked to you. So yeah. How did you get that growth? What do you think was the one key that if you could just break it down to one thing real quick?
Consistency and taking action, just trying to get your brand out there, or not your brand, but get your company out there, get whatever you're doing, get yourself out there and let people know who you are, what you're doing, how you can provide for them, and just stay consistent and just don't take no for an answer, and just keep going and just keep grinding and just don't get distracted and basically just go on your own path, run your own race, and don't focus on what other people got going on, and just focusing on you. If you do that, then you'll see how much you accomplish.
100%, bro. I agree 100%. So we're going to dive into them cleaning business questions. So I know the people want to know, like what I got to do to get to the 20K a month, right? But before we do that, let's rewind it. And for those who didn't see the first interview, just please share with us again who you are, where you're from, all of that type of stuff.
Yeah, so my name is Brandon Lee. I'm from Florida, Broward County, Florida, born and raised. I was an ex-football player. I played college football and played football my whole life. In the last interview, we spoke about that, so I won't go back and touch that. But ever since then, just started just getting into the entrepreneur mindset and starting my business, and then just figuring out different ways, different strategies to keep elevating and keep scaling, and just being that sponge every day, and being and trying to learn something new every day. And that's pretty much who I am. I'm 23 years old now. I have a daughter. She's 2 years old. She's my most motivation and the reason why I go so hard and where I'm at now today, because she's the one who motivates me to keep going. Just looking at her grow and just knowing that's your seed is scary, but that's just the biggest blessing. And that's what I feel like that's what keeps me going. And that's why I believe where I'm at now today is because of her, and glory to God. So
that's what's up, bro. So I want to ask you a different question to start off. I promise y'all we're going to get to the cleaning business stuff. I'm going to ask those questions, but because this is impressive what you're doing. And so I just want to know, what do you think it is that you're doing differently? I think mainly from a personal standpoint, as the entrepreneur that's running this company, what do you think it is that you're doing differently, like with your habits on a daily basis, that's making you get these results that a lot of people ain't getting? I mean, there's plenty of people in Clean Business Network, you can Clean Business Network, but they might not be getting the results you're getting. There's plenty of people that started a company at 22, but they might not be at 20K a month by 23, right? So what do you think you're doing differently than everybody else?
I don't even think what I'm doing different. It's just my drive. It's just I'm that's what separates me from others, is my purpose, my drive, and just basically what I've been through in life before. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like I know where I want to be and I know where I want to go. and I know there's nothing that's going to stop me. So that's just what I guess like separates me from others, is just like my drive, my motivation. And I just keep my head focused and figuring out just different ways and different strategies and things like that. And like I said, I just run my own path. I don't worry about what other people got and what the next man is doing and what they got going on, because it's not benefiting me. And if that's waste energy. So I try to figure out and just focus on what I got to take care of and what I got to do, and just do me. I have a small circle, and I stay within, and I'm not a quiet person. If you know me, you know I get where I get, but
Right.
my demeanor, just the way I carry myself is I guess that's what separates me from others.
Gotcha. I love it, bro. So now we'll jump into the clean business step. So
The fun
what do
stuff.
you think? All right. So what do you think has been the best way for you to find customers so far?
Finding customers is the best way is just quality and word of mouth, and just like I said, getting yourself out there and just finding your niche, finding who you really want to go for, and just focus on your target market, and just find the right marketing tool that works best for you, and then just stick with that, and then put all your marbles in that. I had a conversation with someone that I do work with, and I was telling him this is just like a job. I mean, this is just like a car. If it doesn't have no fuel in it, it's not going to go nowhere. You got to keep fueling it, and that's how you're going to keep scaling and keep growing. So that's where I try to maintain and try to focus on, is just trying to keep figuring out different ways to keep getting more customers, and letting people know who we are and what we do and how we provide the best quality services, and just give us that try. And once you give us that try, you just get your foot in that door and you just go from there. So that's what I do.
So would you say it's like more word of mouth, or?
I got a couple word of mouth, but it's based off my Google My Business, where they switched it up now, so it's not even like my Google My Business. I forgot what it's a different name.
I think it's Google Business Profile or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. But you know, the old my Google My Business, it's still the same thing. But just staying consistent on that, and just getting myself like to number one on Google. So whatever services that is people looking for in my area, I'm number one. And just providing good quality services. And I ask my customers to give me reviews and things like that. So I think I have like 25 reviews, and I'm 5-star on Google. So it's like I'm first to get called. So whatever jobs, even if it's like a move in, move out, or anything that I don't even do, I got people I can make sure that I could go do it. So at least I could get some type of out of it. You get what I'm saying? So, but my main niche of getting customers is I have a cold caller overseas.
Nice.
I used to, well, I still do, but I had first was getting everything from CBN. I still have like 3-4 accounts from you. So, but I had to figure out a way on how can I hire my own VA to get me unlimited customers. You get what I'm saying? So I figured that way out, and that's when I started hiring. I started off hiring 2 VAs so I could see which one I want to work with and see which one is best. So I gave them both everything they needed to get situated and things like that. Gave them all the tools, everything they needed, scripts, things like that. And I let them just go out there and just go cold call, and I have them send everything to me, and I'll approve them. If it's more than 2 days a week, 3 days a week, because that's what we try to strive for. But if it's like a 1 day a week and it's a good account, if it's local, then yeah, we'll get it. But I try to maintain and do our little niches and things like that. And then I do all the walkthroughs, and then it's just about how you go out there and close the deal. It's the numbers game. So if you get like 10 walkthroughs, you at least got to close 2. So that's why I try to focus on, is just trying to get a lot of walkthroughs, so I can at least close a couple out of those out of that month.
Hey, look, them gyms, y'all got to keep up, because basically he knows numbers. You see what I'm saying? Like, he know if I get 10 walkthroughs, I'm gonna close on 20% conversion rate. So bam, if he get 100 walkthroughs, then we looking to close 20 new customers. So then before you get the walkthroughs, though, it's like, all right, well, what do we do to get the walkthroughs? Well, we hired a cold caller. How many calls did this cold caller got to make to get them 10 walkthroughs or them 20 or them 100 walkthroughs, right? And so y'all really just got to take your time and do your math, man. So know what I mean? Brandon already own it, and that's what you got to do. Because I want to make sure they don't go over y'all heads. You know what I mean? So
I'm going to. We're speaking a lot of facts. It was the gyms right now. We're going too fast.
facts. You know what I mean? All right. So now the next question somebody gonna answer, just getting started. They're gonna be like, all right, well, how did you know how much you charge? So how did you know how much you charge, Brandon?
Clean Biz Network. Clean Biz Network. It's as simple as that. And then once you just understand the industry, after a while, you know what to charge, because you're going to understand the square footage. Once you go to a walkthrough, you're already going to know how much right there you're going to charge that customer. You're not going to let the customer know, but in your head, you already know how much you're going to charge the customer when you go back and write up the proposal, just based off the knowledge and the experience that you've been doing and how many you've been doing. So it's like, it's just, you just go with what you think is best, and also go where you're local at. So call around other cleaning companies and see what they're offering on their prices, and try to stay within that same area. If not, if you provide good quality, go a little bit above and just let the customer know, hey, this is what it is, and this is what we provide, and this is how we do things, and this is what separates us from others. And you just, once you just be real with the customers and let them know it's not about the price, it's about the quality. And if you want this, then you can go ahead and get that, but this is what you're going to get. But if you want to come with us, I provide the best quality, and I'm on site, I'm on call, whatever you need. I make sure all my customers, all my clients, they have my phone number, whatever concerns or anything, they dealing with the owner. They're not dealing with anyone else. So that's what also separates me from others, because a lot of companies and things like that, they get too big where they get a lot of complaints and things like that, and they don't go ahead and go fix those complaints where it's being missed out, and then you go ahead and lose those accounts. So I had to figure it out that way too as well. So I feel like out of the whole year, I've been through so much and learning and ups and downs and things like that. So it's not easy to get to $20,000 a month, because you could go back down to 15, 10, go back up. You get what I'm saying? So it's easy to lose those accounts and harder to find them accounts. So it's just about how you do things and separate yourself and making sure everything is getting systemized and ran how you want it to get ran.
Yeah, man, I love what you're saying here. The number one, you basically saying building relationship with them customers. If you get good relationship, chances are you probably won't lose so many customers. Then you also said, all right, yeah, we had 20, but we can go to 15, 10. And I think I want to point this out, because everybody get mad at the small accounts. And I'm like, dog, you got to mix them up. Maybe you want some small ones and mix them in with the big ones, because guess what? If you're doing 20 a month and your business makeup is two $5,000 a month contracts, is like, well, if you lose one contract, you go from 20 to 15. You know what I mean? So it's like
that quick.
You know what I'm saying? Versus if you got some little ones and mixed in there, okay, if you lose a $200 one or $500 one, all right, so we went from 20 to 19.5. You know what I mean? We ain't hurting as bad.
It's not hurting as bad. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with you 100% on that, bro. I love that. Now, I know last interview you mentioned doing restaurants. So I wanted to know, is that still the bulk makeup of your business, or did you pivot?
No,
you have like a niche at all still?
No restaurants. No. Nah, I've been let go of restaurants since the first interview. You remember I told you that's what made me. I started in restaurants. I started as a subcontractor. So that's how I got my feet wet, was into the restaurant. So I've been with the degrees, the floor mats and things like that. And ever since I left subcontractor, I told myself I'll never go back to restaurants. And I stuck to my word, and I'll never go back to restaurants. I get phone calls from restaurants all the time, and I just stick to my word. I don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth the profit margins, the headaches that come with it, and just everything that comes with the restaurant is not worth it. So I stuck with my word, and I'm still sticking with it. I'm not going back to restaurants.
I don't blame you. I don't mess with restaurants either, me personally. But again, it's out there for somebody though.
It's always out there for somebody. It's always, but it's not for me. It's not for One Touch. So I know what I know what we're good at and what we want, and I'm at that point where it's like, I don't need everything that comes my way. I could pick out, okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Because I've been in situations where I picked some stuff up and I was in a position where I didn't want to be in. So it's like, now you know. So you get what I'm saying? So yeah.
Right. All right. Now, in order to do 20 grand a month, I already know you hired some people, right? So I'm not going to ask you, have you hired? What I'm going to ask you instead is, this is what I really want to know anyway. Because at 23, you got people that you managing, right? How are you able to do this and not have imposter syndrome? And I'm asking this because, like, my first company I had, I was 19. Then and that was a cleaning company. Then I started one right after that. I was 20, I think 21, 22. And I had a barbershop. And the reason why my barbershop failed, the cleaning company failed, the first one when I was 19 was because I was just trash. I ain't clean. I won't go an extra mile. I won't do what I'm supposed to do. But the barbershop was actually pretty good. I had about 6 different stylists and barbers in there. The problem I had was they were all older than me, and I didn't feel comfortable telling my elders what to do. So do you go through that at all? Like, how do you manage dealing with all of that?
Nah, I don't. It's different with the employees. I don't deal with that because I do a lot of subcontractors.
Okay.
So I'm dealing with owners. So if you know what you're talking about, and you take this serious and you take your business serious, they're not going to look at you a different way. They're going to actually respect you because they know what it takes to get to that point. And especially if you know you're serious, you get what I'm saying? So I deal with a lot of subcontractors. I have one contractor at 1099, but and she's way older than me. She's in her 50s, 60s. And it's just about being you and being relative and not being that type of person where you're acting like you're the boss and you're doing things like that. If you could just relate to them, you can understand and you can have a clear conversation and making sure everything is getting done and they know it's getting done. Because at the end of the day, it's a business. We're not here to parlay and feel no type of way or things like that. We're here to get the job done. And if you just get the job done, there's no issue.
Right.
So I just keep it like that, and I just be me, and I just stay true to myself, and I feel like that's what gets me to other people because I don't try to be no other type of way, and that's just how I am. So it's like I've been through situations where with customers, they look at me because they don't know who I am, and they're looking at, okay, this is a young person coming in and trying to do business with me. Like, what are you doing? But you have to go through that. You're going to get discriminated. You're going to get people looking at you all different type of ways, or your skin color and things like that, because that's the world that we still live in. And I just went through a situation like that. But you're going to have to just keep going and just keep living and you learn.
Facts. I agree 100%, bro. Now, I know in the last interview too, you started off subcontracted for other people. You told me you guys should start that way. Now you just said you the one that's doing the subcontracting to other people. So you hire subcontractors for you. So do you still have any type of work as a subcontractor for other companies, or have you own all your contracts now?
I own all my contracts.
Wow.
All my contracts is in one touch. I do all the subcontractors. So it was just about me. I started off subcontracting, and I'm blessed to be in that position to start off because I learned so much. And like I said, everything happens for a reason because I'm in the position where I'm in now from subcontracting. You get what I'm saying? So now I could put myself in that position to do what I started off doing, and now I could be that person to be able to go subcontract out some accounts now. So, but you have to go through that and learn in order to actually do that, so you can know how to do it the right way. So you don't want to get in that position where you get an account and you subcontracting and everything is going, it's not in the agreement, where you're not making sure they have their policies, their license, you have a subcontractor agreement. They know everything that's going on in the subcontractor agreement. They know what they're supposed to supply. You get what I'm saying? Things, little things like that, where when you first get started, you won't know how to do that unless you actually, well, for me, that I started because that happened to me, where when I first got started, he asked me for this, asked me for that. I needed to sign this, I needed to sign that. So it's like, okay, I kept all that. So now I know, okay, this is what you need in order to subcontract that out. So it's like you needed to go through that in order for you to be in that position to do that right now. So yeah.
I agree with that 100%, bro. And I honestly think that subbing for somebody else is an excellent way to get your start in the company. That's why too, like, cause I got the Cleaning Business Starter Kits at cleanbusinessnetwork.com for those who are interested. But I got the starter kits. I've been selling those for years now, and people been starting successful companies with that. But over time, I realized, we should have a subcontractor program, because it's like a starter kits, but it's with guaranteed contracts. So you sub under the, us or whatever. Right. But anyway, so, but I realized I had to do that because that's how I got my start. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I was a franchise owner for, one of the big franchises, and it's just like, but that's subcontracted. So it just made me think that, you know what, I should add that to it. So I agree with you 100% that that's a great way to get started. And I'm glad to see that you basically started off that way as a student. Now you graduated and you offering those opportunities to other people now. So I love that. All right. Now, what's the typical work week for you, like right now in this stage in your business?
Right now, so my typical work day is same. I stay on schedule. So I wake up, my daughter and my girl, they go to work, go to school. I work out, I do my 2 miles, I hit the gym, I get back, I probably read my dimensions and take a shower, and then go ahead and probably get something in my stomach. And then that's when I'll start my day or whatever I got scheduled going on, or trying to figure out different strategies or different ways of how to scale and things like that. And I also in the position of starting another business. So and just putting time into that as well, and growing that as well. So that's the typical day. And I do some cleaning as well. I have like 2 accounts that I do every week, but it only takes me like an hour each. So I'm not really out in the field. And then I just make sure everybody's at their place, and everything is getting ran, scheduling, payroll, everything on a day-to-day basis, running the business. That's what I do. But if I do got to go out and clean, I go out and clean. But like I said, I do a lot of subcontracting, so it's way easier because it's now their account as well. I just oversees it, so they got to make sure staff and make sure everything is getting ran, everything and is properly getting communicated through everything. And all I do is just oversees it, making sure the customers is happy, making sure everything is getting ran, and probably do a couple stops. But I build a good relationship with my subcontractors, where I really have one good subcontractor that I use. And that's another thing, when you subcontractors, it's like employees, you have to find the right subcontractors, because you put the wrong subcontractors in the accounts and it's done. I've been through those situations where I hired a subcontractor. It's a quick story. I hired a subcontractor, and the first month, good, everything was good. You know that first month they're gonna make sure everything is getting ran properly and things like that. After like month 2, 3, we started getting a couple complaints, a lot of other complaints and things like that. And after like month 4, literally like in a week span, I lost 3, 4 accounts that I gave him back to back. So I had to learn, like, you can't put everybody into your accounts. And you have to make sure they're getting everything done properly and getting things ran, and they're making sure they're on top of their employees and making sure they're on top of their staff. If they're doing night checkups or if they're doing inspections and things like that, you have to make sure they're actually doing that and they have the right people and right personnel in those type of accounts. Because if not, then it's just going to keep getting like bushed off, and until a point where you're not going to know, and until you get that email where the customer is telling you, hey, this is this and this is the last day and this is that, and then now you can't do anything about it. So it's like I had to go through things like that. That's why I say you can go to 20 and go back to 15 real quick. But you get what I'm saying? So it's about how you got to maintain and make sure everything is getting ran properly, and you have the right subcontractors, or you got the right employees, or you got the right contractors. Whatever you just have to make sure that they're doing their job and everybody is getting ran, and everything is going properly on how you want it to go. Because if not, things will go sideways real quick.
Yeah, listen though, I want to point out something that you said in the beginning of this answer, because this is huge. You just said that you do some cleaning. You clean 1 or 2, you got like 2 buildings you clean, and they both take about an hour a piece.
Yeah.
So you basically saying right now that you do physical labor work 2 hours a week, and you gross 20 grand a month.
Yes.
At 23 years old.
Yes.
So all y'all, know what I mean? So, and you know what I'm doing here, because I want to show people.
Yeah.
Like,
it's possible.
Like, it really is possible. And you ain't got to, you ain't got to scare nobody on no courses. You ain't got to goddamn do all of this stuff on this internet that they say. How you looking at these quote unquote sexy businesses, when it's like, really, you can start a cleaning company and do the same thing. You can start a lawn care and do the same thing. You can start, some of these dirty businesses and do the same thing. You can automate it. You can, set it up, and Because a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to clean toilets. Well, guess what? We don't either.
It just don't look pretty. It's not a pretty
Right.
job. It don't look like it's an interesting job or it's something that they could do, but they don't understand that is work and is somebody going to always need cleaning. So you're in the industry where it's never going to go out of business. So it's like, I'd rather have a non-sexy job than a sexy job where if another situation comes and you don't have no job, you get what I'm saying? Whereas things like that. So everything might not look good to you, and it might not be the best thing for you. So you just got to, that's why I say you got to run your own path and not focus on what other people think, because you know what's best for you, and nobody else is putting money in your pocket but you. So you get what I'm saying? So not everything that's going to be sexy is going to be good.
Fact, big facts. All right, man. So clearly the Clean Biz Network program has helped you, and you're doing great. So who would you say would be the right person to join Clean Biz Network?
The right person to join Clean Business? Anybody that's just getting started in the cleaner industry, or already started and trying to scale and trying to learn, or trying to just get more information, because it's never too much information that you could get. So anybody that's just serious and just ready to take action, they go ahead and get into Clean Biz Network, because that's a program that's going to get you to where you want to be, and real quick, because everybody's in there is teaching and learning and helping everybody out. And then everything that you have a question about is already probably been spoken about, or is already it will get spoken about. So it's a good network to be in.
Facts. I love it, bro. I appreciate that too. So now we're gonna jump into this lightning round. We're gonna have a little fun a little bit. You might remember. I'm gonna say a word or a phrase. You tell me the first thing that come to mind, and we roll from there. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. First word is Miami.
Home.
Okay.
Place to be.
Bet. All right. Key to success.
Taking action, consistency, and glory to God.
That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. Cleaning business.
Cleaning business is somewhere, it's something that you could get to where you want to be fast. And if you actually serious about it, if you take action, it's something that is like we just spoke about. It's not too pretty, but it comes with pretty things behind it. So so clean industry is good. It's good to me.
Okay. How about Clean Biz Network?
Like I said, it's the best. If it wasn't for you, AJ, I don't know where I would be in my cleaning business. I learned so much from your program and from you, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate everything that you're doing for the industry of the cleaning business.
Appreciate that, bro. Honestly, appreciate that. Your biggest motivation to keep going?
My daughter and failure to fair.
Okay. Favorite hobby when you're free?
It's switched over now. I used to just love playing football, but I watch football all day long. But my favorite hobby now is just thinking new ideas, and just I don't really have no hobbies now. I'm just in that grind where I'm just trying to figure it out. So it's like I don't got time to sit around and try to have fun right now. I could do that later. You feel me?
Big fact. That's the real entrepreneur right there. Favorite movie or book?
My favorite movie, Paid in Full.
Okay. Okay.
Paid in Full. And my favorite book, I'm not going to even say I read, but I'm getting into that. But I don't have a favorite book right now.
Okay. But ain't nothing wrong with that.
YouTube. Yeah, I watch YouTube. YouTube University. That's what I
promise you. I definitely watch more YouTube videos than I do read books, and that's a fact.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I learn that's the way I learn. I'm different. My girl, she reads. She has a bookshelf of books, and that's all she does on her downtime is read. But me, I'm opposite. I want to get into reading though. I want to. I'm not gonna lie, I want to. That's one of my goals, and that's one of the things I want to tap into, because that could take you to another level, they say. So
right, that's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's what they say. So that's why I definitely want to tap in and try it out, but that's not really my niche.
Okay. Your best decision you ever made in business so far?
Best decision I ever made in business was taking action.
Okay.
Starting, getting, just believing in yourself and just going and getting after it, because nobody else is gonna believe into you until you actually believe in yourself. So that's what I say.
That I love that answer. All right. The worst decision you ever made in business so far?
The worst decision I ever made in business so far is probably, it's not even a worst decision. It's probably still a situation where I'm trying to figure out different strategies and different situations where I can continue to grow and get bigger and bigger. So it's not like I have a worst decision, because it's not even a decision. It's something I could fix. So
Right.
it's not a decision. You get what I'm saying? It's not gonna it's not a worst decision.
Right, because you still learn from it regardless.
I can still learn from it, and I can still grow from it, and just figure out different ways and different ideas to get better. That's why I feel like I could grow on, and that's probably like the worst decision, is just trying to not have too much downtime and just keep my mind going.
Right. And I think that's just the honest to God truth. That's why a lot of times I don't even ask that one. But the only reason I still try to throw it in sometimes, just in case maybe you'll say a mistake that maybe somebody can avoid later. But honestly, I agree 100% with what you just said, though. It really ain't no worst decision.
Yeah, I can't look back and say, damn, I should never did that. I should never did this. In my business, I shouldn't,
Right.
I can't, because everything I did, I learned from it. And I'm in a position where I'm in now because of that. So I can't look and keep dwelling back on the past of, damn, I should have did that, and damn, I should have did that. I'm trying to figure out what I could do now. You get what I'm saying? So that's just me. That's the type of person I am. So.
Okay. Now on this part, I usually ask for your favorite music genre and your top 5 rappers. I think we did that last time, and you, matter of fact, you was gonna say Kodak, didn't you?
Yeah.
He stuck with me ever since. He all right.
He big right now. You see,
He is. He's blowing too. Yeah.
Blowing.
So I think I'm gonna switch it this time since you've done that before. I think I'm gonna do your top 5. What position did you play in football?
Running back.
I think that's what I thought you said. But so give me your top 5 running backs all time.
Top 5 running backs. Barry Sanders, you gotta have. You gotta have Barry Sanders. You gotta have. I'm gonna say Ricky Williams.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Darren Sproles.
Okay.
I'm gonna say that's just the type of running back I am. You know, everybody's gonna be like, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's my first right there. I ain't hear that one before. Okay.
Darren Sproles, because of the type, I'm short, I'm fast, I'm quick. You get what I'm saying? I look at the people that's similar to me, where you get what I'm saying, when I was growing up. And where we at 3?
Yep.
So I said Darren Sproles, and who else I put in there? We could put current running backs, right?
Yeah, for sure.
We can do current running back, because the current running backs that I like right now is probably damn. This is a hard one. This is a hard one. So many. Nobody asked me this question before.
Yeah.
We got to probably go back to that one. That one is a hard one. Because I really don't even look at players like that. Like I don't really have like someone I like I say, okay, like that's nice or something like that. Like I just go by like what I like, and like the teams and things like that. And I got a lot of people in the league so that I know. So I just go based off who I know and things like that. Like I root for them. I don't try to focus on other running backs and things like that. So and then I've been out of football for like 3-4 years. So my mind don't even be on that no more. Like my mind be on totally different things right now.
You know what that is too? I think it's because I always say this to my son, and I tell him, like, don't be a fan. And it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, you're not a fan, you a player. Like, times when you one of the ones, you ain't got time to be fanning out. I mean,
those are the type of people that is really like, it got like, I want to be like him. I was never that type of person. I wanted to be like him when I grew up. I always been me. Like I just do me. Like I don't even want to be like, I watch highlights, watch videos. Like, yeah, that's nice. He raw and things, that's talented and things like that. But I'll never be like, I want to be like him. Like I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? That's never coming out my mouth.
That's big dog talk right there. I love that. So, and I want to point out one thing too, though, because you said, like, could it be current players too? And I think that anybody that don't include current players in their consideration for stuff like that, I think they're tripping, because it's like people are naturally is going to get better with time in anything. Like
Yeah.
people gonna get more skilled. They learning from the previous ones.
The game is
So,
gonna get better and better each
you see what I'm
year.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's almost impossible not to include the new guys. So I wanted to add that too when you asked me. But anyway, so I love that. We're gonna close the lightning round there, man. So what's next for Brandon Lee? I see you got something on your hoodie there. What you got going on?
And yeah, this is my clothing brand. We just started Feed Your Family. It's something that I've been living by for a little while now, FYF. And I decided a couple months ago to go ahead and just take action and go ahead and just start my clothing brand. And it's called Feed Your Family. It's not just about the brand, it's about the message. It's about families and about people that's out there that's providing for their family and has the purpose and has their why, know their why and who they do it for. Because at the end of the day, everything that we're doing right now are trying to build is to leave something behind to our kids or to our family. So that's what we actually provide for. Every day we wake up, our next move is to figure out how we could provide for our family. So I live by that, and I want the world to know and want the world to go ahead and grasp onto the message and grasp onto the brand. So this is something that we just go ahead and get started a couple months ago. This is one of the collections that we're about to actually drop next week. So I don't know when this interview is going to drop or anything. So whoever's watching, if you want yours, we got the cream, and then we got the brown set, and on the back is Save Faith, Family, Wealth, and then got the Feed Your Family. We got the whole trunk, the sweatsuits. We got the pants.
That's what's up.
So everything. So we're taking it to the next level. So I'm going ahead and start my new journey and start my new clothing brand and start new adventures and things like that to keep building generational wealth and more streams of income. So that's what we're doing. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Instagram at Feed Your Family Apparel. And if you want to go ahead and shop, you can shop now. We have a couple items on the website, and we're about to drop this collection for the fall next week. You could go to feedyourfam.com.
But I love it, bro. I'm definitely about to hit that up on Instagram ASAP. Y'all check it out. Feed Your Fam. What is the website again?
Feedyourfam.com.
Feedyourfam.com, y'all.
Yeah, feedyourfam.com.
Love it, bro. I'm definitely gonna get mine. So, question I always ask at the end of every interview: if somebody's watching this interview right now, they still scared. You done showed them. You done built what you built. You done turn around. You about to parlay that money into another business now.
Yeah.
So it's like, while they sitting there still waiting to jump, what could you say to this person right now that's scared to make that jump and take action?
Stop being scared. Just stop being scared and stop worrying about what other people think, because that's the main issue of why people is scared to go. They worrying about what the next man is going to think about if he go ahead and do that, or what she going to think. Stop worrying about what the next person is thinking about, especially if they ain't putting no bread into your pocket. You got to focus on you and focus on what's best for you, and just take action and don't be scared to fail, because at the end of the day, you're going to get more no's than yes. And you just got to take that one yes to change your life. And once you get that one yes, you just take full advantage of that opportunity and you just take it from there.
Man, that was the best thing you could have ever said, dog. Like the way I always said when it comes to them other people, fuck them motherfuckers.
Be real. You got to be real. You got to be real. You got to be real.
Forget what they saying, y'all. So I appreciate you, Brandon, man. You killed it once again. Excellent interview. Thank you again for even wanting to come on and do it again with us. And we definitely gonna shop at feedyourfam.com. Appreciate you, Brandon Lee, y'all.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to stop by. Thank you, AJ.
Absolutely. No problem, bro.
Thank you for watching my video, and make sure you hit that like button if you liked the video, because I know you did, and also hit subscribe, and right beside that subscribe button is going to be a notification bell. You gotta click that, because guess what? You never know when I'm gonna go live. As a matter of fact, I might go live right now, so make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss my videos, all right? And if you want to start or grow your business, check out cleanbiznetwork.com, all right? We have cleaning business starter kits. We have a lead generation service to help you grow your cleaning business, all type of stuff. And also, don't forget to download the Calculated Clean mobile app as well, all right? So that's what I got for y'all until you click another video and go watch, man. Watch another video, why not? Binge on it, let's go.